was flow. Everything is about flow. Try to visualize our factory as a flowing river. And we want the water just flowing. So we're going to put the part on the canoe and it's going to flow down the river. Well, then what we discovered is when we were batching is the canoe would start floating down the river and then it would just get into a back eddy and just sit here and just not go anywhere. Does that make sense? So we don't want to have Shayna buried and water, that her pond just filling up and damming, and then the water starts to overflow and we got to warn the villagers downstream what's going to happen. So everything is about flow. And we got so good at it. Was it 2 years ago? We were producing, do you remember the numbers, the dollies a day?
48 is on average, but when we got super busy, we were able to do 96 consistently.
With the same people.
Yep.
And actually, we made our own TV screens that pivot on here. Like, they used to reach over here to grab all the tools, and now everything is right here. We modified all the carts. These are the Minomi carts, if you're familiar with them. I'll show you over here. Another neat thing we did is line this with rubber so it wasn't so loud when they were dumping. So can you tell how the factory's running? See all the green lights? That one has extra capacity. We call these our Minomi carts, a term we learned from Toyota. We think we're using it properly, but it's basically the laser department wants the press brake to look good. They're going to put the parts in the exact order that they need to take them out and bend them. And then they put the bent parts in the order that the next line needs them. So we spent a lot of time building all of these. A lot of time. We made our own press brake tooling parts and then put color identifiers so that the tooling all matches the color so they're not putting in the wrong one. Incredibly challenging to not want to come through here and pick all the same part. First in, first out. Non-negotiable. We are going to satisfy our customers' needs. We talk about going through a drive-through restaurant, right? All of you guys pull up and each of you in a car, Lynn makes her order, then you make your order, and you make your order. How would you feel if they said, we're going to cook them all at once? Then you wait till the last one's done, and then you all go to pay for it, and you overwhelm the cashier. Then you're getting cold hamburgers. Learn how to process. Like, you got to go with what you know. I know we're going to do one-piece part flow, and we're going to deliver that customer order. So by God, we're going to do it. No matter how tempting, and always remember too that inventory is a drug we're never going to get hooked on, ever. So we named all the robots. We got Mo, Curly, and
Larry. Larry's broke down right now.
Larry's broke. And oh my God. It's just like dancing.
All right, I gotta get out of the way. All right. Do the hand fall to the plane. It's good.
Work instructions. We created our own CAC time system scheduler so that everybody knows. Like, I watched one of your videos this morning, and I think the thing we learned from the Leiker Institute when they were here is if I work here, how do I know whether I'm winning or losing? You gotta have a scoreboard. Like watching a basketball game, if there's no scoreboard, right? Everybody's running back and forth, but you don't know whether you're winning or losing. It's hard to even cheer them on. So we want you to know at noon, you can go home if you met all the tack times. Man, I feel good about myself. And a 2x4 with a bolt. So we don't use any ERP systems. This is all the steel of this company, 30+ million a year. It's a pretty complicated ordering process. Brad, how many pieces of tubing do we need to order?
4.
4. Brad? How many are on order? 3. When do they due?
5 to 6 days.
No, May 6th,
Oh, May 6th.
today. Where do they come from? What is the description? What are the lead times? When the 4 pieces come, or 3, they'll erase it. Hang card back up. We don't have to jump on our phone or our ERP system that says we have 20 pieces, but we only have 3. And then here's the one purchasing always says, yeah, but you don't get a very good deal on that many. Well, how good a deal should I get to have it stacked outside rusting and move it 25 times? We reach out to the vendor and say, we're going to buy 20,000 of these this year, but we only want 4 a day. Would you give us the same price? Many times they're like, oh God, yes, I'd rather deliver smaller quantities. See Brad, this is our motto, ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And on lights are motion sensors in the stalls. So you don't waste time going in there. But everybody goes, ooh, now you know if they're in there wasting time. I'm like, that's not what it's for. I would challenge you to go in there. I haven't been in any of them bathrooms in 6 months. Go tell me what they look like, would you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Is it clean? No.
First stall still had toilet paper in the toilet. Second stall had toilet paper on the floor.
Oh no.
Third stall had poop in the toilet.
No
I
way.
cleaned the poop one because I was supposed.
Are you serious?
But other than that, everything was clean.
Coming through. So we bring the dumpster through twice a day actually. So everybody doesn't have to walk out to the dumpster. We drive it through and everybody
Oh, no
meets
way.
it at the road. Yeah.
That's smart.
Stacy wrappers. That other
On
building.
those?
Yeah.
And we made all these products. We even made our own locker because nobody makes a locker that holds a welding helmet.
Pull a bin out when it's time to order. Just helps our purchasing department see it. You can see this one they came through. 400 of these will be here today. We have just enough in our bins to make it to where whatever our consumption rate is versus our lead time, we have just enough product. If we have a big spike in things, we're okay with overnighting and paying those fees for a one-time occurrence versus stocking more inventory. We're constantly working on eliminating some of this inventory too. If we don't need it, we're getting rid of it as quick as we can. So
How would you feel about trying to run without a Kanban system?
it would be chaos, complete and utter chaos. I've worked here for so long, I Kanban things in my own house now. So my home shop at home, we have Kanbans. I couldn't survive.
Heaped and overfull. So like the order quantity on that's 100.
For a company that does 30 million a year, so.
But the thing is, if you really think about what we're trying to do, we're trying to reduce the amount of time from the time the customer places the order until they get the product. Don't lose sight of that. We are here to serve our customers. Anything, go back to Ryan Tierney, value add. Is that adding value to the product? So in a perfect world, when we're assembling, we want to turn our hand and have the vendor put the screw in our, right? Well, they're not there yet. So we're trying to get closer to that. Make sense? So we start out with, look at these decals, 16. They're trying to get down to where they print it right here. We may have started out at 100. And as we get better and better and closer to the customer, we start removing more and more. Does that make sense? one of the things that we did in the early days is I printed $1 million in Monopoly money. And we went around and stacked money in all these bins because this is company money tied up. You want the money to come in and float down that canoe and turn into more money. You don't want it to come in and just, remember the eddy? This is all eddying out right now. It's just sitting here whirling and whirling and whirling. It isn't doing a single thing to contribute to flow.